Hello everyone, what is your divine masculine feeling today, the 18th of October 2025? What is your divine masculine feeling today, the 18th of October 2025? Well, Pluto again, I love talking about the retrogrades in our journey because, I love retrogrades because when people say retrogrades are, not so good, I totally feel they help spiritually, especially on a monadic twin flame journey. Retrogrades are very, very, very helpful. And Pluto was in retrograde from May 4th through October 13th, right? And now Pluto is direct. So we are now in the post retrograde phase of Pluto in Aquarius. This means there is intense digging up coming in, like digging up of shadows, power issues. This has been a turning point, especially one moment you may be feeling like your divine masculine is, why is he like this? And then another moment you're like, oh, the journey. So it's one of those things, Pluto being direct, and also because it's the post retrograde phase, that intensity of all the shadows coming up to the surface, all time high. Neptune retrograde is also going to end on the 22nd of October, and it has been in retrograde from July 4th. So it's ending in Aries. That's what I meant to say. So what's actually happening is that Neptune is retrograde from July 4th till it's going to be in Aries. Neptune retrograde in Aries till the 22nd of October, and then it moves back into Pisces while still being in retrograde. So that's why you may be feeling, especially with Aries, right? Neptune retrograde in Aries is all about breaking the illusions, grounding yourself, and looking at the world in the 3D way, but through multi-dimensional lenses. That's exactly what's happening with our divine masculine today. So there's so much going on, a lot of release, a lot of catharsis. And then when it swings back to Pisces, Neptune retrograde in Pisces, it's going to be like, again, dreamy. You'll be having more 5D multi-dimensional contact with your divine masculine, especially in separation pre-union phases. It will be extremely heightened. If you are newly in union, you'll be feeling a lot of fluctuations, and for those of us in stable union, you'll be noticing more windows of opportunities opening up as we get more missions coming in through the multi dimension. So you see, that's the beauty of Neptune retrograde. And again, guys, when I always do these channelings on my phone, right? So now that I'm doing it here, it just feels different. And I might go longer than 10 minutes because I always do these daily channelings on TikTok, right? So I might go longer than 10 minutes today. So bear with me. See, I used to do these channelings. It used to be 3-4 minutes, and then it slowly increased to 6 minutes, and then 7 minutes, and then the maximum on TikTok is actually 10 minutes. But now that I'm doing it here, it might go more than 10 minutes because there's no limit to how long I can go. So yeah, so it just feels weird because I'm always like holding my phone and like, what is your divine masculine feeling today? So now, but lately, I've been trying to do it here as well. Yeah, so as I was saying, this retrograde period is very, very, very intense. So you might find yourself, especially Neptune retrograde feels more heightened because it's in Aries, and Saturn retrograde will be in Pisces till the 27th of November. And Saturn retrograde is at its all time full blown That's why for divine masculines, it has been a period of sacred accountability. Like, truly, like a lot of you guys have been writing to me lately about the apology messages that are coming in. Like, truly, truly, truly. Please be kind, guys. I know, after what we go through as divine feminines, it's so easy to want to just lash out back at him, but think about it this way: it takes a lot for our divine masculines to take accountability and to actually admit the truth, and for once be authentic instead of like just pushing us away and saying things like, I'm not interested, go away, blocking, being very childish, right? So if he comes back to apologize, be the power force, be the graceful divine feminines that we are. Be kind, be nice, be nurturing. In fact, my guidance will be less words. Example, he sends you like, hey, how are you? Don't reply immediately. Give it like a day or even 2 days, and then reply when you feel like energetically, like you feel like replying. And then if he apologizes, don't over explain. Don't go back into the wounded feminine phase where you're like, oh, it's okay, and allowing. It's because our divine masculines are testing the fields to see whether we are stable. So truly, so be graceful. So again, guys, the pre-retrograde period for Mercury retrograde is going to begin, because Mercury retrograde is going to come on the last Mercury retrograde of this year is going to be on the 9th of November. So we are going to enter that pre Mercury retrograde period. So a lot of communication related surprises would be coming in, like again, it's always good to see. That's why my guidance to you would always be to always only respond or text your divine masculine when you feel energetically in a higher place. So that's why, guys, again, back to today, what it means in the twin flame journey. With Pluto having just finished its retrograde, we may be feeling, excuse me about my nose, okay, we may be feeling a shift, something we have been wrestling with a lot. Especially deep emotional shadow issues may be coming to the surface for resolution and release. So for many of us divine feminines especially, you may notice that old patterns are collapsing between you and your divine masculine, and transformation is at an all-time high. And Neptune retrograde continues to blur boundaries, stir spiritual illusory themes, and invite more soul work rather than purely external process. So Neptune retrograde is bringing about holistic, it's bringing about a holistic macro and micro level progress. So for us twin flames, this period is about inner visions, dreams, synchronicities. They matter a lot, but again, be cautious with illusions, guys. Neptune retrograde can amplify projection, so always with illusions, it's a double-edged sword. So be cautious of that, right? Don't get too carried away by the illusions. And again, I love Saturn retrograde, right? Like Saturn retrograde, it's always a big review period for structure, commitment, foundation. So for us, for twin flames, for divine feminines, this is a period, it's like a blessing from God, like truly, because in a twin flame connection, this highlights the foundation we are building together with our divine masculine. And it's also an accountability period where the question is, are we staying loyal to our true growth, or are we being very carried away by the external, or are we able to balance the internal and external worlds? So energetically, this is a very, very fertile period, for inner work, healing, review, and shadow cleanse. So the angel numbers for today are 1818. So if you're seeing 1818, it's a signal of awakening, alignment, and rapid spiritual growth. And combined energy, field stirred energy just sparkling, truly the third energy field is very, very, very active. And if you're seeing 1818 balance, harmony, remember you're not alone. As twin flames, this is about anchoring light codes, and alignment. And if you're seeing 888111, you're getting more and more support from the universe. And if you are seeing 818188, foundation stability, you're building something real. And in our twin flame journey, it's about the groundwork in the relationship, and it's being recognized everywhere cosmically. And if you are seeing 88888, or in the clock you're seeing 818, it's major change. 818 a.m. or p.m., major change, transformation, spiritual evolution. A total shift is occurring. All right. And if you are seeing eights everywhere, abundance, infinite flow, especially deep union, that sacred moment of merging, and that infinity of our twin flame journey is going to be coming to us in full force. And if you are seeing 2288, balance is so much balance between you and your divine masculine. So if you're seeing one of these numbers, clocks, receipts, car plates, random pop-ups on the television, or it could be a video you watch and a number could pop up, treat it as a sign, not of what concretely will happen, but what the energy is inviting us to do. So example, like I said, if you're seeing 888, you're building inner foundation. So given the retrograde Neptune energy, truly, like 818, 8118, means transformation is underway, but it's unseen, but it's internal, but it's happening, and there's a lot of reassurance coming in, because we are being more than aligned with our divine masculine ever. So bring it all together, because today is such a powerful day, the 18th of October. Truly, this is a moment of inner work, reflection, all the 5D visits, multi-dimensional visits, getting more mission codes, going on more missions, being prepared for missions. So today is a very, very, very powerful day, very beautiful day, and also a profound day, because mid-October is when the veil is at its thinnest. All right. So today is going to be a very, very powerful day. And like I said, especially with Venus in Libra, it's all about balance in our twin flame journey, where we are supporting each other in beauty, radiance. And our divine masculine wants us to remember this, that his love for us is infinite. And many divine masculines are being very, very embarrassed because the more they remember, they look at what their 3D self while sleeping did, while being ignorant did, a lot of embarrassment. So if you're feeling some of the guilt and embarrassment, it's coming from your divine masculine. So the messages from the divine masculine collective is that our divine masculines want us to know that we are very, very beautiful, very radiant, and we are full of love. So the magic colors for today is white and gold. If you're seeing white and gold, do comment. And again, if you are seeing mangoes, and if you are seeing bananas, that's also a very, very good sign. And if you are seeing a lot of yellow, that is also a beautiful sign of internal growth and reflection. And if you are seeing dolphins, hummingbirds, dragonflies, swans. It is a very, very beautiful, beautiful sign that you are starting your journey in total reset. And the divine flowers for today are jasmine flowers, marigolds, lilies, and lotuses. And these are signs that you're being blessed by the cosmos. So again, if you're seeing marigold is associated with protection, positivity, radiance, joy, seeing jasmine, it signifies serenity, sensuality, grace. If you're seeing hibiscus today, it can symbolize vitality and a lot of romance if it's red hibiscus, and it shows our devotion in the twin flame journey as well. So if you're seeing any of these flowers, do comment. And another thing is, today is really, really special because it's all about growth, and it's all about joy and magic in this journey. So you might find yourself like feeling an increased connection towards the cosmos. All right, with that, our divine masculines just want us to know that they're extremely, extremely, extremely proud of us, and they're ready to take this journey on to the next level with us. Be it you just met your divine masculine, you are in pre-union stage, miracles are coming in. If you have just started reunion again and you're worried, hey, is this are we if you're worried, if you're headed towards stable union, absolutely you are, because any unions that happen at this moment, they're all meant to go in the path of stable union. So all the best. And for those of us in stable union, it's all about missions and third energy, more and more work through the third energy. It's all about normalizing union, truly, because that is what it is. Really, being with our divine husband is no big deal at all. It's just that earth exaggerates everything that it doesn't need to exaggerate, and it doesn't exaggerate things that it truly needs to exaggerate. With that, I'll see you all again tomorrow. You see, now you know why I use my phone for the daily channelings. Now it's 17 minutes. See, what used to be 3 minutes became 10 minutes, and I used to wrap it up at 10 minutes because of the limit on TikTok. All right, so with that, I hope you've enjoyed today's daily channeling. If you do comment your thoughts, and with that, if you guys want to work one-on-one with me, you can book for a session via my website through the link in the description. And with that, I will see you all tomorrow. And truly, our divine masculines are so proud of us, that are sending us so much love and blessings. And again, surprise calls. If you get a surprise text, a surprise call, all praise to God. Remember, God is with us always. And external teachers like me are meant to inspire the teacher within you. So always, always, always trust your inner teacher, your intuition, your higher self, and talk to God directly, always. With that, see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.